Did you know you can still use fire to farm wood and stone from the Grey Dwarves? Well, stick around. I'm going to show you how. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Before we begin, if this video helps you in any way, then hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so when I post new videos, you'll be in the know. Alright, so when the last patch dropped for Valheim, they took away our easy method for farming wood and stone from the Grey Dwarves by having the fires we'd use take damage while dealing damage. Or so they thought. After trying many different methods, I finally discovered a way to still use fire to farm all those materials while minimizing the damage to the fires and still getting tons of material. So to start, you'll find a spawner, dig a hole deep enough to hold the 3 Grey Dwarves that spawn from it and trap them in it. That will give you enough time to dig down underneath the spawner as deep as you can, being careful not to damage any of the roots. After leveling out the ground with a hoe, you'll place hearths under the spawner, 11 to be exact. You'll put 5 horizontally with the 3rd hearth directly under the spawner. Then you'll place 3 hearths vertically on both sides of the middle row. Once you've done that, you'll need to make a retaining wall around the hearths to keep the Grey Dwarves from escaping. I found that the 2x1 stone walls stacked too high make the best fences for this. They stand up to the Grey Dwarf brutes' attacks better than the wooden walls do. Now you'll place 1x1 wooden floor pieces directly onto each hearth. If you place it just above the hearth, the smoke will choke out the fire, but I found that placing them directly on the hearth doesn't have that effect. For the best results, only cover half of each hearth. Not sure why this is a thing, but it just seems to work better. Be sure not to place any floor pieces on the outer edge of the trap. That is one of the 2 things that will prevent the spawners from dropping the Grey Dwarfs. Leave a space that's about 1x1 open around the edges. We'll get to the second reason in a bit. You're going to want to build a structure over the fires. It rains a lot in Valheim, and the rain will put the fires out. Having a roof prevents that from happening, but that leads to the second reason a spawner won't spawn. It needs to see the open sky above it. If you cover it with a roof, no Grey Dwarves. What I did was build a house over the trap, and then I opened up a portion of the roof directly above the spawner. That way, it has open sky above it, and if it rains, only the 3 middle hearths have their fire extinguished. That leaves the outer hearths remaining, still burning and doing their job, killing the Grey Dwarves. A couple of quick tips here. While it's raining, it's the perfect time to jump onto the hearths that have been put out since they won't take any damage from damaging you. You can stand there and make the repairs that you need to the hearths and the wooden floors very easily. Also, although fire damage doesn't really hurt that much if you've eaten food and are in and out quickly, it doesn't hurt to have some fire-resistant potions nearby too. Keep in mind that because of the latest patch, the hearths will take damage as they kill the Grey Dwarfs. Having the wooden floors on them seems to mitigate some of that damage, however, so you won't have to worry about repairing them very often. Just keep an eye on the trap and make your repairs as needed. It's easy enough to do. You just run around the top of the walls and fix whatever needs fixing. I tested this all weekend for hours, and it works just fine. I've got more wood, stone, resin, and dwarf eyes than I know what to do with. So that's it. Looks like farming Grey Dwarves with fire is back on the table, boys. I hope this video helps. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.